What are we going to watch in this video? Let's make something sweet and special. A carrot halwa. But not just any halwa. We're going to cook it inside our caravan. There's a little twist in this recipe, so stay till the end to see what makes this version unique. Warm greetings to everyone. Welcome back to Madurai Couple in the USA. In today's video, we're going to make a delicious carrot halwa, a dessert loved by everyone. But before we start cooking, I'd like to share a few words with you. Cooking has always been a big part of my family. I learned it from my mother, who learned it from her mother, my grandmother. Their cooking style is deeply rooted in South Tamil Nadu, especially Tirunelveli cuisine, known for its rich flavors and traditional methods. I'm proud to be the fourth generation continuing these recipes. In our upcoming videos, I'll be sharing many of our authentic family dishes, passed down through generations. Of course, every home has its own touch. No two recipes are ever the same. I've added my own small variations too. My goal is to pass down this experience to my children, grandchildren, and all of you, the younger generation who love to cook and explore flavors. So, I'm truly happy to share what I know with you all. Thank you so much for being part of our journey. Now, let's get started with our carrot halwa. First, we need some fresh, organic carrots, around 2 pounds in total. We'll start by washing them thoroughly to remove any dirt or residue. Once clean, let's take about a pound of carrots and start grating them. You can use a hand grater or if you have a food processor, that makes it even easier and faster, like I'm using now. Once grated, collect all the carrots into a bowl. You know, I always feel a little connection with these carrots. Both of us bring a bit of sweetness wherever we go. Now that our carrots are ready, let's move on to the next step. Cooking them to make our delicious, aromatic carrot halwa.
What's this in your hand? Is it your sari? I'm not sure. It looks like a carrot. It's the same color. The camera can barely catch it unless you move it a little closer. So, tell me, is it a sari or a carrot?
Okay. Now what do we have here? These are almonds. Come closer. Let's soak them. This is a 200-gram packet of almonds, and we're going to take about 100 grams. Or if you like, you can add up to 150 grams. For now, let's use half of this packet, around 100 grams. First, rinse the almonds well in clean water, and then soak them for a few hours. Once the almonds are nicely soaked and the skin becomes soft, peel them and put them aside. Next, we'll add the peeled almonds to a mixer grinder and blend them into a smooth paste. Now, why are we adding almonds to our carrot halwa? Usually, many people add milk kova or mawa, which is a thickened milk solid, to make halwa richer and thicker. There are two types of milk kova, sweetened and unsweetened. If you use sweetened milk kova, make sure to reduce the amount of sugar you add later. If you use unsweetened milk kova, then add a little more sugar to balance the taste. But in our recipe, instead of using milk kova, we're going to use almond paste. This not only helps to thicken the halwa but also makes it much healthier, especially for children. Almonds are packed with nutrients. They're rich in good cholesterol, HDL, vitamin E, manganese, vitamin B2, and protein, all of which support strong bones, heart health, and overall growth. For kids who refuse to eat almonds on their own, this is a clever trick. When you grind the almonds and mix them into the halwa, they won't even notice it. They'll happily eat the dessert while getting all the health benefits. Now, you might wonder, is it good for weight loss? Yes, almonds can support weight management because they promote good cholesterol, HDL, and help reduce bad cholesterol, LDL, levels. They also have antioxidant properties, which are great for your body's overall health. So, in short, almonds are an excellent substitute for milk kova. You can use whichever is available, either almond paste or milk kova. Both will give your carrot halwa a rich and creamy texture. But personally, I love using almonds because they make the halwa healthier and kid-friendly. Alright. Now this is milk. Let's take it and warm it up a little before adding it to our carrot halwa. How much milk should we use? For this recipe, we'll need about 1 to 1.5 cups of milk. That's the perfect amount for our halwa. You can heat it on the stove or in the microwave, whichever is convenient. I'm going to warm it in the microwave, just for a minute or two. While the milk is heating, let's move on to the next step. We're using 1 pound, that's about half a kilo, of grated carrots. For this quantity, We'll also need about 100 grams of cashew nuts. I have a 200-gram packet, so let's use half of it today. Now we're going to roast the cashew nuts in ghee. That gives them a beautiful golden color and rich flavor. Let's pour in some ghee. You don't need too much, just a small spoonful, around 1 teaspoon. I'm using a tiny spoon, a baby spoon, actually, because a little ghee goes a long way. When cooking for children, it's good to use a small amount of ghee. It gives flavor and strength without being heavy. We'll add a little more ghee later at the end, just before serving, for that glossy finish. Okay, now let's fry the cashew nuts in this ghee until they turn light golden brown. Once they're roasted, take them out and keep them aside. Now, while frying, let's talk about cooking here in our Caravan kitchen. You might wonder if it's different from cooking at home. Actually, it's not much different at all. Everything is so conveniently arranged. The stove is right next to the microwave, the fridge is nearby, and water access is close too. Everything you need is right within reach. It's a compact but efficient kitchen. Honestly, I find it more convenient to cook here. The gas connection is perfectly arranged, and look how beautifully the gas flame burns. Perfect for frying and simmering. Some people prefer electric stoves because they're safer, especially with children, but I personally love using gas because it gives me more control over the heat while cooking. Now back to our halwa. In the same ghee, we'll now add the grated carrots. Let's lightly fry the carrots. This helps remove their raw smell and enhances their sweetness. Just sauté them gently for a few minutes until the greenish raw aroma disappears. You can even add a little more ghee, maybe another 1 or 2 teaspoons, if you want it richer. I'm using cow ghee, which gives a lovely aroma and traditional taste. The carrots are frying beautifully. You can see the color turning deeper and the aroma filling the space. Once the raw smell is gone, we'll pour in the warm milk and let it boil together with the carrots. This is where the magic begins. The carrots will start absorbing the milk, turning soft and rich. Slowly, the mixture will thicken, and that's when our delicious carrot halwa begins to take shape. Before we finish our halwa, let's add a touch of flavor and aroma, about half a teaspoon of cardamom powder. That gentle fragrance of cardamom will give our carrot halwa a traditional and irresistible touch. Now, how long should we fry it? Just a few minutes will do. Fry the mixture in ghee on low heat, stirring gently so it doesn't stick to the pan. You'll notice the color becoming richer and the aroma spreading. That's when you know it's perfect. Next comes the sweet part, the sugar or jaggery. If you don't have jaggery, you can use country sugar, nata sakurai, or brown sugar. When we use country sugar, the mixture tends to become a bit watery, but don't worry. As it cooks, it will thicken beautifully. Once the milk has boiled and the carrots are cooked, we can add our brown sugar. Many people use white sugar, but I prefer brown sugar because it's healthier and more natural. It gives a slightly different flavor, a deep, caramel-like sweetness, and it's better for the body compared to refined sugar. For half a kilo, 1 pound of carrots, you can add 1 to 1.5 cups of brown sugar, depending on your taste and how sweet your carrots are. Some varieties of carrots are naturally sweeter, so adjust as you like. If you prefer a light sweetness, add 1 cup. If you want it richer and sweeter, add up to 1.5 cups. 2 cups would make it quite heavy and overly sweet, so 1 cup is just right for most tastes. Now, here's a small chef secret. Add a tiny pinch of salt, just about a 1/4 teaspoon. It might sound surprising, but a little salt actually enhances the sweetness of the halwa and brings out the carrot's natural flavor. As soon as we add the sugar or jaggery, you'll notice the halwa turning a bit watery. That's completely normal. Both sugar and jaggery release moisture as they melt. Just keep cooking it on medium flame, stirring often, and soon it will start to thicken again. If you're using jaggery blocks, make sure to melt and filter them first to remove any impurities. You can melt them in a little water, strain, and then add the syrup to your halwa. You can also add a small spoon of ghee at this stage to keep it from sticking and to give that beautiful shine. I love using brown sugar in my recipe. It's wholesome, it blends easily, and it gives the halwa a wonderful earthy taste. Plus, it's better for the body, rich in minerals, and a great alternative to white sugar. Just keep stirring patiently. Your carrot halwa will slowly come together, thick, rich, and aromatic, ready to melt in your mouth. Before we finish our halwa, let's add that final touch of flavor, half a teaspoon of cardamom powder. This gives our carrot halwa that classic, aromatic sweetness we all love. Just sprinkle it in and mix well. Now, how long should we fry the mixture? Fry it gently in ghee for just a few minutes. You'll know it's ready when the raw smell of the carrots disappears and a beautiful aroma starts to fill your kitchen. That's the magic moment. For half a kilo, 1 pound, of carrots, you can add between 1 to 1.5 cups of brown sugar. Adjust the sweetness to your liking, because every batch of carrots is different. Some are naturally sweeter, while others are mild. Here's a simple guide. A 1 cup, normal sweetness, perfectly balanced. A 1.5 cups, sweeter, rich flavor. 2 cups, very sweet and heavy. That's usually not necessary. Just keep stirring patiently until everything blends together. The milk, the sugar, the carrots, and the ghee, forming that thick, rich, golden halwa. The aroma will fill the room, and you'll know your perfect carrot halwa is almost ready. Okay, so now, shall we boil this water until it really starts bubbling? Yes, you should let it boil nicely. Don't rush it. Right now, it's not boiling yet, so let's give it a few minutes. Usually, many people add milk kova while boiling to make the halwa rich and creamy. If you're using unsweetened milk kova, then add a little sugar along with it. But if you have the sweet version, you can reduce the sugar. Just a little is enough. Instead of adding milk kova this time, we're going to make it in our own style, by frying it a little longer. That gives a nice aroma and a beautiful golden color. You can also add ground almonds. That makes it richer and more flavorful. Almonds not only taste great but are also very healthy, especially for children. Now, if you already have milk kova at home, go ahead and use it. But if not, don't worry. You don't have to run to the Indian store just for that. Ground almonds give a similar creamy taste and wonderful texture. It turns out delicious. Absolutely super. Alright, now everything is almost ready. The final step. Let's add our roasted cashew nuts on top. Just sprinkle them generously. The halwa looks beautiful, the color is rich and tempting, and when you take a bite with a crunchy cashew in it, the taste is simply amazing. And there you have it. Our carrot halwa is ready. We've made it perfectly, using brown sugar, almonds, and ghee, and it smells heavenly. The texture is smooth, the sweetness is balanced, and the color is just perfect. Do try this at home and let me know how it turns out. I'm sure you'll love it. Taste it. Yes. The halwa is amazing.
You know, celebrities come on TV to show desserts like this.
But for me, you're always a celebrity.
Okay, now I'll taste it myself. Wow, it's very beautiful, super delicious.
Here we are, together, enjoying this moment. Look at this. We made it, right here in our caravan for the first time. This is our very own carrot halwa adventure. Now, go ahead and eat it too. Enjoy every bite. Can we display it nicely? Yes, we can sprinkle the roasted cashew nuts on top. They add a perfect crunch. So, how is the carrot halwa? Tell me the taste.
It's like a touchdown in football? Yes, a perfect touchdown. Imagine touchdown in 40 to 50 yards. That's the kind of excitement this halwa gives you.
What makes it special is that we've used brown sugar and local sugar instead of processed sugar. Not many people do that, but it gives such a natural, rich taste. The almonds add a creamy texture, the local sugar gives a lovely earthy sweetness, and the cashews make every bite crunchy and satisfying.
You know, there's no strong milk smell at all, and that's perfect for me because I don't really like the taste of milk. You can't even tell I added milk. It blends perfectly with the carrots, sugar, and almonds.
Thanks for your compliments. This halwa is processed naturally, with local sugar and ground almonds, and the taste is superb. Richer, healthier, and truly satisfying. Each bite is smooth, sweet, and full of flavor, making this carrot halwa a unique treat that you'll want to enjoy again and again. We hope you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed making it for you. We are always excited to hear from you, so please leave your comments carefully and share your thoughts with us. We truly appreciate every single one. Thank you so much for watching and supporting our channel. Your love and encouragement mean a lot to us. If you have any questions about this recipe or want to share your own tips, feel free to comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Madurai Couple in USA for more delicious recipes and fun videos. This carrot halwa is not just tasty. It's healthy and nutritious, perfect for your children too. A wholesome, delightful dish that everyone in the family can enjoy. Once again, thank you very much for being with us and watching our channel. We will see you soon with another similar dish and more tasty adventures. Until then, warm greetings to all of you, and happy cooking!